A geologist was accidentally bitten by an unknown creature while collecting samples. In a panic, he quickly sucked out the venom and spat it out, then rushed home. Thirsty, he drank an entire can of water before collapsing onto his bed, delirious and slipping into unconsciousness. Fortunately, a few days later, Ish woke up to find that not only was he unharmed, but even the wound on his hand had completely healed. However, when he stepped outside, he was stunned. Why was the town so eerily deserted? He was even more confused when he read the notice board, realizing that the global apocalypse was imminent. In a hurry, he went to his parents' house, only to discover that they had already tragically passed away. After grieving, Ish went to the church to pray, only to find the benches empty, which meant he was likely the only person left in the town. He quickly stocked up on supplies at the supermarket and decided to head to a larger city in search of other survivors. Driving westward from the East Coast, he arrived at the brightly lit city by nightfall. Unfortunately, the bustling scenes of the past were nowhere to be seen. Ish enjoyed the rooftop hot springs alone, feeling that even wearing clothes was unnecessary. Just after finishing his bath, he heard a woman's voice behind him.
Make mine a double.
How could there still be someone here? Ish quickly apologized for his nakedness. It turned out that the two of them had met here, both survivors of the apocalypse. Ish had been in a coma in the mountains for several days and had narrowly escaped a catastrophe. The woman's husband and daughter had also tragically passed away, and she had helplessly watched it happen. Time had lost all meaning. Upon seeing Ish, the woman suddenly entertained the thought of asking him to stay and live with her. However, Ish still felt that there was something more meaningful than merely surviving. He was even willing to leave with the woman, but she had grown tired of the dead world outside. As Ish left the hotel, he soon heard the sound of the woman's voice, bidding farewell to the world, heading toward heaven. It turned out that the apocalypse wasn't the scariest part, it was losing hope. Ish was heartbroken. He pressed the gas pedal to the floor and sped wildly down country roads. Then he encountered an angel. Fortunately, he braked just in time before hitting a dog, so he named the dog Lucky. Ish then went to the library, took all the books he had wanted to read but never had the time for, and calmly returned home. From that point on, he began a quiet life with just himself and the dog. A fulfilling year passed and he continued to live as freely and comfortably as he could. One day, however, he noticed smoke rising from a distant rooftop. It turned out that in this unknown apocalypse, there were other survivors, like him, striving to live. As he watched the smoke rising, hope was rekindled in his heart.
And what can take root in the space between hope